Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. So when we last left off, Ryu Hayabusa had fought a dragon that had kidnapped Momiji. And also the village was under attack, and yeah, a lot of different stuff happened, whatever. Now we're in the forest, being all solemn and upset about Momiji being kidnapped. Because that's important, I guess. But hey, who has time to be solemn and emotional when there are ninjas to kill? So let's kill some ninjas. Okay, still trying to get the hang of the ultimate technique there, because it seems like half the time, I don't know if it's that I'm too close to the enemies and getting hit, or it's also because the way the ultimate technique works, as I said, you slide the stylus across the screen. There we go. Okay, that's what I was talking about in this game with chaining ultimate techniques on each other, or off of each other, whatever. Boom! But yeah, that's what I was talking about with chaining multiple ultimate techniques off of each other like that. Since the game works similar to... Actually, I think I've already mentioned it, but it works similar to how the console games work, where ultimate techniques gather up all the essence in the air, and the more essence you gather, the quicker the ultimate technique charges. Ow. So yeah, if you can build up a good cloud of essence and then just start chaining ultimate techniques one off the other, it's a great way to just rack up a really good combo. By the way, spiderweb can be burned. We already learned that. Not important. What is important? Killing bats. Also, killing even more bats. But most importantly... Oh wait, no, okay, it's the next room. So, remember how I mentioned in the first video we came to this room and I mentioned that bird is, in case there's a secret in here? I completely forgot how to get that secret, but I remember now. You need to yell into the microphone. To save your guys' ears from me yelling into the microphone, the top of my lungs, I'm going to instead have a nice little hotkey button. And when you do that, that little blue, purple thing you saw flying around for a bit is the bird in question. Tap the bird, you get a wood amulet. There's like one or two of these hidden in every level in the game. And yeah, as far as what the wood amulets are, the wood amulets don't actually do anything gameplay-wise. Essentially all they are is basically a currency you can use to unlock extras like concept art, cutscenes, things like that, once you beat the game. And there are quite a few of them to collect, and quite a few different ways you can collect them. Can I just say Ryu looks like a complete goofball when he's doing that little controlling the fire pose? Thankfully not all the Ninpo looks that silly. It's actually, we're about to get to our next Ninpo, and it looks much cooler. Oh, I guess we'll go talk to Muramasa then. Because, I mean, how are we gonna get a boulder out of the way? By the way, when you walk around this town, you can actually talk to NPCs, and they tell you things. None of it really matters right now. For now, we must go and, once again, taking advantage of the microphone on the DS, or in this case my hotkey map, just to emulate the microphone on the DS, we are going to wake up this old man. Hey, wake up! Boy, it's really great when that hotkey doesn't work right. Wake up! There we go. Now he's awake. Get up, old man. Yeah, whatever. Alright. So, much like the console versions of the Ninja Gaiden series, or the modern Ninja Gaiden series, you buy stuff from Muramasa, and most of them are matching up with the kind of things you could buy in the normal game. Jewel of the Spirit Smith enhances the Dragon Sword, which, by the way, unlike the console games, you only get the Dragon Sword. Though, in some levels, I think that kind of works out better, but we'll probably talk about that later. Lives of the Thousand Gods boost your health, and then you can also buy different techniques, such as the Art of the Fire Wheels. As much as I like the Art of Fire Wheels, I never really use it that much, so we'll buy the Life of the Thousand Gods, or Lives of the Thousand Gods, whatever. Look at our health and grace! And unfortunately I do not have any more essence to buy other stuff, so we will continue on with the story. Also, yes, you can, when you actually use the Ninpo, you can actually, it'll bring up the icons for the other Ninpo you have, and you can select from there, or, hey, we got a pause menu. Yep, you can also select your Ninpo from there. For now, we will need the Art of the Inazuma, or Inazuma? Yeah, Inazuma. And we will also need to restore a Ninpo. And then we will need to go up these stairs into the graveyard so that way we can blow away the rock. Because rocks are destroyed by lightning. I guess that makes a certain amount of sense. But first we must solemnly stand before the grave of Kureya, the noble shrine maiden who died in the Black Dragon, or the Dark Dragon Blade incident. And okay, that's enough being solemn. Oh wait, not quite yet. Okay, now we're done being solemn. Now we can go back to killing stuff and being a badass ninja and all that fun stuff. So, first, like I said, if I were to touch that icon, I would have been able to switch to Art of Inferno, but I didn't want to really wait too long, because I think there's actually timed. But, I'll electrocute that rock, and there we go. Into the magic portal, which takes us to naked women with weird demon body parts. Oh, or the Vigoor Monastery. I kind of like the naked women with demon body parts idea better, but the Vigoor Monastery is cool, even though it shouldn't be here, because it was destroyed in the first game. But, hey, it is here. So, you know, whatever. Oh, and right off the bat, Fiends! Oh. Okay. Like I was saying, the ultimate technique, because with the way it works, and that just, when I try to do the ultimate technique, the game seems to keep confusing as if I'm trying to do a normal attack, which I am not. I am trying to do the ultimate technique. There we go. Oh. Okay, why? Oh, right. Ah, I forgot, I mapped that to this thing. By the way, for those who, because I didn't mention it, I'm actually using a graphics tablet to play this, and I just remembered, not only do I just remembered that I actually have one of the buttons on the tablet, or on the stylus, mapped to the same button I have for my block. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And that's also why, even though I was standing still, I wasn't gathering essence, was because I was, I mean, if you looked at the, what Rio was doing while he was standing, you probably would have realized it as well, but I was actually blocking, because I was holding down the button on my stylus that is the same as the button I have mapped for block. You suck, you stupid game. Okay. Poke you in the eye with shurikens. Ow! And then you summon your buddy there, aren't you? Ow. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, and the explanation of the ultimate technique. I've been doing that for 2 videos, game. Come on. Catch up. But yeah, the ultimate technique, you do have to charge it up, but enemies killed with the ultimate technique do drop more essence. So, in that respect, it is a pretty good tool for farming essence for buying stuff, I guess. I mean, the way that I tend to use it, where I just kind of tend to chain one off of the other, arguably it isn't, because I end up accidentally using the essence rather than, or using the essence to charge it rather than acquiring the essence. But, you know what, whatever. Boom! Yeah, I'm going to have to pay attention to the essence counter one time just to see if I actually consume essence when I do that, or if that just happens to draw the essence in. Because it doesn't seem like it's really doing much to boost the charge speed. But it's weird, because I'm fairly certain it's supposed to. It's how it works in the console games, and I remember it working that way in this one as well. Okay, yeah, you do actually draw the essence in, and add it to your essence pool. You don't just, it isn't used. That's cool. Didn't you just explode, or did you just spawn right on top of the one I just killed? Cool. I did not need that red essence. That red essence was useless. And now, time for fun with... Okay, fun with controls that don't quite want to work the way I want to from time to time. But more importantly, fun with preset cameras. Ancient fiends. They are said to have reigned over this land. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. That's probably going to be important, but I don't care. Alright, now we climb up the... Isn't a drop. And isn't a drop. That all of you? Okay, good. Because yeah, if you go through and kill everything, that improves your score, which is good, because, you know, having more score is good. I mean, it's one of those things, outside of the fact, though this, of course, isn't support anymore with the shutdown of Nintendo Wi-Fi connection not too long ago, I think? I don't remember. But this game did actually, much like the console versions, have a leaderboard for the scoring system, or that use the scoring system. Forget you, eyeball. So yeah, there was that to it, but in something like this, the scoring doesn't arguably matter as much, but I don't know, it's playing this kind of game. I go through and I go to every encounter to try and get as good of a score as I can. Okay, so, puzzle time. Or, I guess you could call it a puzzle. Really, you just have to time a shuriken hit to each one of these. Start out with a blue, and you don't do that. It just summons a bunch of enemies. I suppose, you know, these enemies actually don't seem to count towards your karma score. That's great. Okay, try this again. What we're supposed to do is hit each of them when they're blue. There we go, and that opens the door. Well, opens the door down in that first entry room we passed into. Also, gets into the bird. There we go. And not all of them are found by screaming into the microphone. Some of them you have to hit certain objects in the room. Such as in this case, you have to hit that globe. Okay, so now that we've opened that door all the way back to the beginning of this area, let's go all the way back to the beginning of this area and go through that door. And running. Okay, I needed that blue essence. There's a... Well, it's not a tough fight. Just one of the enemies that to me is a bit tougher to deal with. And actually... Yep, I'm going to want this in a moment. Alrighty. I really do love the fact that this game is much freer in using the ninpo. I mean, you only get one ninpo at a time before you have to restore your ninpo. But it's a lot better than the other games where they gave you the ability to use more ninpo, but you would get a lower score if you actually used ninpo. Well, you got a lower end level score if you didn't finish a level with maximum ninpo, which means you would either need to just keep track of having a handful of ninpo restoring item. What the heck were they doing that slash over there for? Of ninpo restoring items to, you know, use right before the end of a level. Stupid invisible walls. And yeah, or you just didn't have to, or you just didn't use ninpo, which is really unfortunate because ninpo, I mean, okay, yeah, it kind of existed as an overpowered option in battle, but there we go. Okay. I had to shoot him while he was trying to shoot a laser out of its eye at me, didn't I? Oh well. But yeah. I mean, there are ways, from what I've read, like in-depth discussions of the mechanics and how enemy drops work in the, at least the Xbox version. I don't know if they changed this up in the Ninja Gaiden 2. But in the Xbox version, or was it the original Ninja Gaiden or Black? I forget, I was reading something that actually talked about the way you kill enemies can actually influence the type of essence they drop. And so I suppose if you take that into consideration, there isn't as much need to either stockpile ninpo restoring items or avoid using ninpo. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so, really quickly. If I remember correctly what's coming up here. I'm probably going to want this. Oh, there goes our route of escape. So that can only mean one thing. Not what I was thinking, but I think this is a prelude to what I was thinking of. I hope so, otherwise I feel like an idiot. Which is not the first time that's happened in these. Darn, I should have just released at level 1 instead of trying to charge for level 2. Boom. Oh, should have known the enemy was too close to pull that off. Okay, come on, come on. And there we go. You eyeball. Alright. Oh. And there we go. Ah, get the heck off me. There we go. Okay, I forget. Is this a boss fight or they just throw a lot of stuff at you? I think there's supposed to be a boss fight here, similar to the Alma boss fight from the original Ninja Gaiden that happens actually in the same location. But now I'm starting to... I don't know. And get off me. Get off me, get off me, get off me. I said get off of me. No, that is not what I'm doing. You know, it'd be really nice if the controls... Well, I suppose if I paid more attention to where I was actually slashing, it might respond better, but... Considering the fact that where I'm slashing is not directly on the screen, that's a little bit harder than it really should be. Well... And... Candles go up. There we go. Okay, not the boss fight I was thinking of, but I was right, there is a boss fight here. And so... Nin-Po Magic! I have no clue what he's actually saying. You know, it actually helps if you try and hit me as whatever the heck you are. Big lumbering fiend of a beast. There we go. That was actually very anticlimactic. That, yeah. That was not a very big and good boss fight. And... Okay, what happens now? I forget. The level explodes. Oh! What happened? I'm a bit confused. Was it not really there the whole time, or? Ah, okay. Now okay, I think I remember what's happening. I hope I do. But yes, we have found a glowing green stone. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh, dragons, that's what that was. Whoa, that was intense. Ishtaros. Alrighty, that he is. He is Ryu Hayabusa. We're gonna have to fight her. I hope we don't have to fight her. I don't think I'm ready to fight her. Nope, she decided to just disappear randomly. Come on. Oh, that was even worse. That sucks. I'm no longer even a head ninja. I have shamed my ninja lineage. Wait, I didn't have ninja lineage. Well, anyway, that was another episode of Let's Play Dragon Sword, Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. I can't talk. Tune in next time. Maybe I'll remember how to talk. Also, we'll probably kill more things. Until then, as always, later, folks.